Welcome back. Are you one of the millions of Americans battling sleep apnea right now? Maybe time to ditch that cumbersome CPAP machine and find relief with something called oral appliance therapy. Dr. Anna Smith from Dentistry with TLC in Godfrey, Illinois is here to explain how it works. And she brought along Bill Cerny, a patient who's actually had some success with this. Good morning to you both.
Thank you.
Doctor, nice to have you back here. Have to admit, you hear sleep apnea and you don't think, boy, I should make a dentist's appointment.
You really don't. And that's one reason I think that a lot of people are scared to talk about it, is because they talk to their doctors and their doctors recommend this, the big mask. And people know that, so they don't want to have that conversation. And so I talk to people all day long who have this and they hate it, like Bill. He used it for 5 years and he hated it. So what we usually recommend for people who can't get along with that, who just are intolerant to that, is this little appliance that fits over your teeth. It's just like 2 retainers. It fits right over your teeth, and all it does is whenever you lay back and you fall asleep, these little wings stop and it holds your jaw forward. So for example, right now we're all awake, we're sitting here, we can breathe just fine. Well, that's because our jaw's in the right position. But whenever you lay back and you relax and you fall asleep, you can even feel it happening. Your jaw falls back and that closes your throat. You can't breathe. But if you just hold your jaw in the same position when you lay back as when you're sitting up, you'll be able to breathe. For most people without this mask.
Wow, so that little guy is able to achieve that. Well, let's hear from somebody that tried it. Bill, you had one of these Darth Vader contraptions for how long?
5 years.
What was that experience like?
Well, I slept with it every night without failure for 5 years. A lot of pain.
Really?
For instance, I had severe apnea, so I had to have pretty high pressure on that. And so you don't want the air to leak out around the mask, so I had to tighten it up.
Ooh, yeah.
I got a sore across the bridge of my nose.
Right.
In the morning when I got up and took the mask off, looked like I had headlights on my forehead because of where it was.
Yeah.
And then I had cheek strap marks as well as soreness of the back of the head from keeping it pressured up, tightened up.
So then you try one of these little guys, and how does it work? When do you put it in? When do you take it out?
I put it in right before I jump in bed.
Yeah.
Take it out first thing in the morning. I don't even know I have it in. I don't have any pain.
Really?
I get sleep all night. The other thing, if the mask wasn't real tight, it would flutter and wake me up, wake my wife up. When I got this, there's no fluttering, there's no snoring, I get a full night's rest and I have a lot more energy the next day.
You got to hear a lot of stories like that. I'm so glad it worked for you. Is this a permanent solution for people?
As long as you're using it, it works. And just like the CPAP, it doesn't work unless you put it on. Same thing with this, and we find that people are more willing to put this in because it doesn't strap them down. They can get up and go to the bathroom. They can roll over on their side if that's how they like to sleep. So we find a lot more people are comfortable using this rather than the CPAP.
If people are still a little uncomfortable about this process, I'll brag on you for a second. You're the only platinum partner dentist in the entire St. Louis area. What does that mean exactly?
That means that we have a lot of experience making these. So in the last couple of years, we've made hundreds of these, and we've only had a handful, 2 or 3 patients now who can't wear this appliance out of hundreds of people.
Wow.
And one of the big complaints that we typically hear is people think, oh, this won't work for me, or I'm too severe, this can't help me. And we find that it will. If you give it a shot, there are only a handful of people this doesn't work for.
Worked pretty good for Bill.
That's right.
Nice to have you both here. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. For more information on oral appliance therapy, fast braces, or any of the dental services that Dr. Smith provides, check out dentistrywithtlc.com. Dentistry with TLC is located just about 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis in Godfrey, Illinois. There's the number, 618-466-0733. Call that for an appointment. And a fabulous reason to make your appointment soon, Dr. Smith is offering $1,000 off the cost of your oral appliance through July 1st. Wow. Consultation costs you $49. Dentistry with TLC does offer payment plans. Nice deal coming your way for the next month and a half or so here, Kent.